Welcome to the Nevis Newscast for Friday, January 5th, 2018. I'm Fredicia Liburd. The new Nevis Island administration on Thursday, January 4th, met with senior civil servants for the first time since the cabinet took office. The purpose of that meeting was to discuss the government's expectations of the public service. Premier the Honourable Mark Brantley made the opening remarks.
But everywhere else I go, when the head of government or government ministers enter the room, civil servants stand to show their respect and their regard. It is not a question for me of wanting honor. It is more an issue for me of us respecting each other and respecting the positions that we hold. And I believe that in the civil service, in the public service generally, there has been an element, I find, of discourtesy that has entered the service generally that I need to stop. I need it to be corrected. I need us, when we engage with those that we serve, who are members of the public, that we exhibit the necessary respect to them, we exhibit the necessary respect to our superior officers, we exhibit the necessary respect to our ministers, etc. And the permanent secretaries from time to time will enter the various departments, and I want that now to become a practice.
The Premier noted that the objective is to usher in a new approach and culture of courtesy in the public service.
The same things that you do, the younger people are going to do. Those that are lower down the chain in terms of the departments, they're going to do the same thing. Because if you don't see the need to show any regard or any respect, then why should they show you any regard or any respect? So I feel that it's a situation where we need to work together to ensure that some of these things happen and happen the way they ought to.
Also making remarks were Deputy Premier the Honourable Alexis Jeffers and Honourable Spencer Brandt. Matters discussed included an active parliament agenda, integrity in public life legislation, social services and the economy. While Thursday afternoon's meeting was for heads of departments and senior civil servants, a similar meeting was also held on Thursday morning for permanent secretaries. Commissioner of Police Ian Quealy is commending the Nevis Division of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force for its exceptional work in community policing, especially for the year 2017.
Nevis, in particular, have been doing a very good job at the community engagement. As the divisional commander explained, that the part of their theme was community engagement. We want you to continue, because we believe that the involvement of the community goes a very long way in assisting us to curb the crime situation that we have. And so it's from that perspective that we would want you to continue.
Commissioner Quealy was at the time delivering remarks at the police New Year celebration service held at the Charlestown Police Station's recreational room on Wednesday, January 3rd, 2017. The Commissioner of Police also gave words of advice to the members of the police force and reminded them that they are there to make a difference. Later
this month, I'm hoping that the new policing plan that we will be rolling out would have more, I believe, a concentrated effort on social intervention programs and community engagement. And if we can build back that trust with the community, we will go a long way in helping us to be where we want to be in terms of crime fighting. And finally, I want to say to you that all of you here are not just here to make a living. You're here to make a difference. I urge you to continue to make the difference that you have made in 2017, in 2018 and beyond.
Commissioner of Police of the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, Ian Quealy. Meantime, Premier and Minister responsible for security on Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley, has pledged his support to the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force. Premier Brantley was among the speakers who addressed Wednesday's New Year celebration service for the Nevis Division.
I think sometimes the police don't get the just due, because whenever something goes wrong, the public is very quick to criticize, very quick to condemn. One officer can do something that is untoward, and the entire force comes into condemnation. And especially now with social media, where everybody's a journalist. The least thing that happens. And I have seen oftentimes things in social media and other media. And the suggestion almost is that the police are always wrong. Very rarely do people come to the defense of the police.
The Premier pledged not only his support, but that of his entire cabinet.
And the Nevis Island administration will be there shoulder to shoulder with the police, because I think we recognize and we understand and we accept that our development and the development not only of Nevis but of St. Kitts and Nevis depends in large measure on the security forces getting it right. If you don't get it right, it matters little. No other development, frankly, is possible, because security is a precondition for meaningful and lasting development. So it makes little sense for us to talk about the economy, talk about education, talk about healthcare, unless our people feel safe. Our people have to feel safe in their homes, in their businesses, children on the playgrounds. Our people must feel safe walking around our communities, going from community to community, being able to work in any community. And I think if we can achieve that, then we unleash the full potential of development for our country.
The purpose of the New Year's celebration service is to motivate the officers to stay focused.
My role here is really just to encourage you, to say to you that your efforts are appreciated, to say to you that as a government we will support you, we will be your partners, and not just in word but in deed, your genuine partners. I extend my hand to the Commissioner, to the Divisional Commander, to the entire force, to say that as a government we are prepared to partner with you, to respond positively to your needs, your demands, your requests. And I look forward certainly to the next several years being that type of partner which encourages the police force to be the best that it can possibly be.
Premier and Minister responsible for security on Nevis, the Honorable Mark Brantley. Still to come, NIA announces study opportunity in Taiwan. The details after this break.
As a fisherman, I use the marine resource wisely so I can conserve our biodiversity, so I can fish for life. It's all about balance.
I preserve biodiversity by the way that I farm. It takes care of my family. It's all about balance.
I have enjoyed these seas all my life. I do my best to conserve our biodiversity because I want my children and my grandchildren to enjoy them as much as I do. It's all about balance.
I'm a park ranger, and my job is to properly manage our protected areas and conserve our biodiversity. It's all about balance.
Youth, let's play a part in conserving our biodiversity and maintaining our natural resources. It's all about balance.
For life, for livelihood, for the future of St. Kitts and Nevis, let's all conserve our biodiversity and use our natural resources wisely. It's all about balance.
Taxes are the lifeblood of a nation. Feel good about what your tax dollars do in Nevis. As a responsible citizen, your tax dollars protect our environment. Pay your taxes on time. This message was brought to you by the Inland Revenue Department, Nevis.
Be a responsible citizen. Welcome back. The Human Resources Department in the Nevis Island Administration is encouraging interested persons to apply for a postgraduate 4-year course in medicine in Taiwan at the Aishu University School of Medicine for International Students. Applicants are required to register at both ICDF and the Aishu University websites, as these are the only platforms through which applications will be considered. Applications must then be submitted through the Nevis Island Administration Human Resources Department by February 16, 2018. Applicants to the Aishu University are also required to undergo a pre-approved test. A written test and an interview are scheduled for later dates to be completed at the embassy as part of the application process. For further information and guidance on application procedures, visit the links on your screen. St. Kitts and Nevis's Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Timothy Harris, cordially invites the public to attend his Prime Minister's Gala Night of Celebration, which will take place tomorrow, Saturday, January 6th, 2018, from 7 p.m. at the Marriott Ballroom. The annual event is being held under the theme, "Our country's success rests not on our size, but our nation's ability to rise to the occasion." This year's special guest speaker is surgeon, researcher, innovator, and entrepreneur Dr. Andy Redmond, who grew up in Otley's Village, St. Kitts. Dr. Redmond serves on the Medical Executive Committee of the Texas Spine and Joint Hospital, which consistently ranks among the best hospitals in Texas and the United States. The Yale-trained doctor maintains strong ties to his St. Kitts and Nevis heritage. Dr. Redmond is a proud lifetime member of the St. Christopher Heritage Society and was instrumental in launching the first MRI service on St. Kitts. Aside from his surgical practice, Dr. Redmond is engaged in entrepreneurial pursuits. He has patents pending and has established a private company based on this intellectual property. His company is dedicated to the design, development, and licensing of spinal implants. The Office of the Prime Minister is issuing tickets for tomorrow night's gala. Interested persons can contact 467-1043. The ticket price is $270 EC or $100 US. That's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I'm Felicia Libert. Thank you for viewing.
May you have no regrets leaving the old, and may you get excited facing the new. Party hard, celebrate and make a New Year's wish. Have a prosperous and fruitful New Year.
End each year with a few good lessons and start the new one showing you have learned the lessons of the past well.
Let new beginnings signify a new chapter filled with pages of success and happiness, written by the ink of hard work and intelligence.
May the spirit of the new year bring you hope and an exciting new beginning.
On the road to success, the rule is to always look ahead. May your destination and your future be wonderful.
A new year is like a blank book, and the pen is in your hands. It is your chance to write a beautiful story for yourself.
May each day of the new year be filled with contentment, peace, and abundance.
May opportunity and prosperity come knocking at your door. Have a prosperous and healthy new year.
Unlike what most people think, it's never too late to be what you wish to be. So start off the new year with a positive resolution. Happy New Year.
May this new year give you the courage to face a new horizon.
Make your new year be a blast of fun. Celebrate it with everyone. I wish you all the best that life can bring. It's a new year. Let's party and sing.
Of course, it's a year with uncertainty. We do not know what will happen next, but guess what? With God in the midst, we can be a little bit more certain, knowing that He will take control. God bless.
Wishing everyone, NTV viewers, a happy new year 2018 when it comes. Hope that you can get all the love and happiness and all the blessings from God that you deserve.
At precisely the time you feel like giving up, victory is just around the corner. Keep that in mind as you move into the new year.